You seem kind of pale.
Thank you for coming all this way. I take it you've been cooperating with the Pact Bearers of Sloth and Gluttony, correct? The two of them are reliable allies. So long as they continue to cooperate, that is. But don't forget, all of the Pact Bearers' ideals must be shattered in order to resolve the anomalies in the Academy. Including yours. I truly am sorry for pushing this onto you, but it's for everyone's sake, Miss Aikawa's especially. Your mission, your fate, bear them both as best you can. The mist has dissipated from the Academy's most pressing locations, thanks in no small part to the TSC. According to Shinya, the only areas it remains are the library, the archives, and the old dormitory. The mist at the old dormitory is most likely related to the Pact Bearer of Greed. Aside from you, there are 3 Pact Bearers remaining. But the one whose anomalies we were first aware of is the Pact Bearer of Greed. I don't know the specifics, but their authority seems to be more capable of distorting the world than any other. I ask that you prioritize that one first.
Welcome back! What did Miss Sora say?
Old dormitory? I didn't even know we had one.
She means the building in the back of the Memorial Garden.
Memorial Garden? Memorial Forest, more like. But yeah, I know the building you're talking about. I remember seeing it a few times when I was wandering around.
The old dormitory was closed off 8 years ago, though the garden is open to a few select clubs.
The mist generally surfaces in areas around where an authority is used. It is a bit peculiar for there to be mist in such a remote location.
I understand how you feel, but I saw it with my own eyes. The mist there is way worse than it was at the main building, the second-year building, or any other place we've seen it.
That Pact Bearer's authority distorts the world more than any other. It's the first one that appeared when all of this started. I wonder what kind of power they have. Be careful out there, okay?
Don't you worry. I can go with him. My schedule's all cleared up now.
He doesn't need your help. One Pact Bearer is enough as is. Sora asked me to help him, so I'll be the one going along.
Vice President, I've finished dealing with the aftermath of all the incidents in the other buildings. I'd like to help you out, if you'll let me. I want to lessen your burden however I can.
I would like to assist as well. I have managed to scale the mountain of work the TSC foisted upon me. This is the strongest pact bearer yet. I fear for your well-being. You're important to me, after all. Would putting it that way be enough to convince you?
Kokoro.
Frivolity aside, I do not wish for anything to harm you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Metaphorically, that is.
Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate all of you being there for my brother.
Hope, sloth, gluttony, faith. 4 ends assembled at Vanity's gate. The road now diverges, a fork in the road. Take care, for the line can no longer be towed. In all my time aiding your cause, I've gotten used to your grabby claws.
Vanitas?
Your every word I have taken heed. You plan to fight the pact bearer of greed. No authority truly outstrips all the rest. Even so, this will still prove a difficult test.
Do you know what powers they have, Mr. Bunny?
Well, naturally, of course I do. But surely, you don't expect me to tell you. There's a limit to how much I can interfere. Plus, it's more entertaining to be cavalier.
So in other words, you're not gonna help.
Be well prepared if you hope to live. That is all the advice that I can give. You've a great many friends, and I'm sure it's much fun. But bear in mind that you can only take one. Roaming the mist with a large coterie can end up tremendously risky, you see.
Hey guys! If you could leave the academy right now, what's the first thing you would do?
I'd want to sleep in my own bed. It's so soft and fluffy.
A delightful plan. I would do the same.
That sounds nice. I'll steal that one too.
Eat a mountain of junk food, probably.
Wow. I didn't expect your answers to be so basic.
Only so many pact bearers yet remain. Just look what your ego has come to attain. You used to be empty, just filler and fluff, but don't get to thinking it's nearly enough. Before you take on the pact bearer of greed, I'll grant one last chance to revise your creed. Desires are what shape your ego, they say. So answer my questions, and do not delay. How would you feel if your darling pet cat chose somebody else over you, just like that? Question 2. 2 of your friends ask you to hang out. Which do you think is the question 3? What would you do with this fact you uncover? Your friend has been secretly meeting you. Question 4. Would you ever question 5? Question 6. Would you get angry if your question 7? You're in your first math. Question 8. At your friend's house, their mom makes you fart. Question 9. Would you question 10? Would you call question 11? Would you press a button that wiped out your life if it question 12? Have you ever had question 13? Question 14? Question 15? How would question 16? Question 17. Are you question 18? Your close pal's girl question 19. How do you feel when you see a stranger? Question 20. Question 21. The person. Question 22. You and your partner have dated for years, but the spark. Question 23. Do you hate when you're. Question 24. You've broken something important to you, but. Question 25. Have you ever. Question 26. You're hung. Question 27. You're in a group project that's going awry. Do you think all the rest? Question 28. If you devoted your. Question 29. Question 30. Question 31. Your desires are considered. Have you noticed that some of the questions composed had no desires in the way they were posed? The questions in question were intended to scope your spiritual kinship with faith, love, and hope. Desires can make one feel greatly empowered, but so too can one become wholly devoured. Should you use them to bolster your faith and your hope, they can turn out quite useful and broaden your scope. But be it for yourself or a person or thing, a hope without love will do nothing but sting. Your hope, faith, and love are alarmingly low. But you'll surely manage, as long as you know. Don't be a slave to your desire. Remember what lights your inner fire. Of these 7 cards, pick 2 to pursue, and I will increase those desires for you.
Don't put yourself in too much danger, okay?
Good look.
I'll try.
You will be. I am not proud of it, but I am awful when it comes to physical activity. I will do what I can, but I apologize in advance if I end up hindering more than helping. Let us proceed.
It seems this place, too, is linked to the depths. This number connects to the singularity. Where's my thanks for all my charity?
Now where could you be?
I could have sworn someone was there. Hey, you're from the True Student Council, right? Whoa, no need to get so worked up. I just got here. I'm still normal, I think. You're investigating the mist, right? Does that mean you're headed to the old dormitory? I've got the key to the main gate. Hear me out for a bit, and I'll give it to you. Have you ever had the sudden feeling that someone you could have sworn was always there just vanished? Or like that their existence was covered up by something else, maybe? I have. I feel that way right now, in fact. That's the whole reason I came here. There's a memorial there inscribed with the names of some students who died in an accident. Can you take a look at it? One of the names is impossible to make out. I want you to find out who it is for me. I can't remember, but I think it's someone I know. A classmate, maybe. I'd call it just a hunch, but something tells me it's more than that. Please, you've got to figure out who they are. I could have sworn someone was there. Why was the... Why was the name scratched off?
Ready or not, here I come.
I could have... The last name on the memorial. I think it's one of my classmates. Did you find out who it was? Takamori Suzuki. Yeah, that's right. He died in a traffic accident. I sat next to him in class. We got along pretty well. He was the first guy How could I forget him? Was it because of the mist? Thank you for reminding me about him. Here's the key to the main gate, like I promised. I could have sworn someone... Thank you for... I could have sworn someone was there.
This ideal belongs to the Pact Bearer of Greed. The only way to describe it is dilapidated. Even so, It remains a sight to see. Its beauty is not entirely faded. It appears to be cracked inside. I wonder what caused it. Was the force internal or external? I will reserve my pondering for now. The answers are too difficult to determine. If we know nothing, it is best to say nothing. On a separate note, the quiet isolation of the old dormitory is quite comfortable. If not for the unsettled, it would be perfect. As for the other world, it would be a utopia. Were it not for these nuisances, we must eliminate them.
Let's go, Kokoro.
For safety and security.
Here I go.
Commencing. There!
Devour them. Yeah! Assisting!
Fruitless. 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 Payback. Get ready.
Commencing. It's over.
Devour them.
Must be nice.
No mercy.
I won't lose.
Are you okay, Kokoro?
Devour them.
I won't lose.
Are you okay, Kokoro? No mercy.
Devour them. It's in your hands.
Understood. Fruitless. Fruitless.
No mercy.
Subdue them.
Get ready. No mercy.
There!
By your command. It's in your hands.
I will assist.
Fruitless.
You won't get away.
Fruitless. Fruitless. Payback.
Subdue them.
Fruitless. Here I go. Checkmate.
I apologize.
As you wish, my lord.
I will support.
Fruitless.
Madness stirs.
Get ready.
Commencing. Here!
As you wish, my lord.
I will assist.
Fruitless.
I'll kill you.
Here I go. Ha!
Commencing. It's over.
As you wish, my lord.
Here I go. Checkmate.
Commencing. I leave it to you.
Leave it to me. Ha!
As you wish, my lord. It's in your hands.
Leave it to me. I apologize.
Here I go. No mercy.
Well done, Kokoro.
I knew this future was coming.
Suffering. Pain. Lives are stolen. Lives are forgotten. Why must they suffer? Why must they be in pain? Why do they have to be stolen and forgotten? The suffering from the past doesn't go away. The fact that they were hurt survives them. Lives stolen never return. Lives lost are never recovered. If it's just the way of the world. If it's just a matter of course, then for what reason do we suffer? For what reason must we grieve? For what reason do we desire? Everything that should have been was stolen. Everything that could have been was lost. The world is unjust, uncaring, and insane. In this twisted, irrational world, if I am allowed to desire, if I am allowed to want, no. If I am driven to desire and want, I should be allowed to wish. To have my wishes fulfilled. To wish for a happy past. For a complete and flawless reality. For a life of peace and tranquility. For a life where you are still here. The world is unjust, uncaring, and insane. Therefore, fulfilling an insane wish and distorting the world to grant it is a small price to pay to regain everything I've lost. The world was unjust and insane long before I got here, after all.
An ego that desires to take back what had been lost, paired with a will that justifies itself at any cost. This ideal is fading. It's liable to break. And yet, there is one guarantee I can make. Among the pact bearers who have yet to fall, this one is, without doubt, the strongest of all.
I heard Subaru used to go to the library a lot.
Is that right?
I also heard he used to check out a lot of books on the occult and supernatural.
I wasn't aware he liked to read as well.
I don't know about that. We can't know for sure if that's the reason he was there.
What do you mean? The library is a place to read. What other reason could someone have to go there?
Only you, Kokoro. Only you.
I sense that you are making fun of me.
Who, me? No way! You being lost in your own little safe and secure bubble is part of your charm!
You are definitely making fun of me.
Oh, hey! Great work out there! Huh? Flowers? What are you talking about? Where's this coming from? Oh, Shironeko is back in the infirmary. She and Dr. Kakeru wanted to talk to you. You should go see them before you head to the old dormitory.
Hello, Mr. Vice President. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Hey, Vice Prez? I just want you to know that I tried to stop her, okay? The banquet from hell that this she-devil is planning, that's what. I'm not really good with this sort of thing, but maybe you'll be able to handle it better.
Oh, come on. Don't give him the wrong idea. I just wanted to put on a party, that's all.
That's what I mean. I can't stand this party business. You got any idea how exhausting that sounds? Makes my skin crawl.
Well, you're not the one we're celebrating, so hush.
Please. All that rabble-rousing would be more of a curse than a celebration.
Oh dear, I can't hear you all of a sudden. Did you say something?
Alas, no. 'Twas mayhaps your imagination, milady.
Anyway, we may still be cut off from the outside, but the mist on campus has cleared up for the most part. Thanks to the TSC, the majority of our problems aren't problems anymore. So I figured we could lighten the mood and celebrate a little. Everything's been so gloomy lately, you know? What do you think? Sounds great, right? The old dorm? Well, mist or no mist, it's not like anyone can get in there while it's all locked up. Now that the major areas on campus are clear, we should shake things up with a little party. No need to worry about the other buildings. I'm sure you'll get them all sorted out in time.
Time isn't going to be the solution to every problem, you know?
Oh dear, I can't hear you all of a sudden. Did you say something?
Alas, no. 'Twas mayhaps your imagination, milady.
I heard from Dr. Kakeru that you have some things to take care of, don't you?
You're headed for the old dormitory, right?
Make sure to check in with Chio before you go. And once you get back, we'll have a party with everyone else.
Be careful out there, you hear?
Come back anytime you like.
Egad. Dark, quiet, deserted, clean. This is the place I've always dreamed of. If this building had electricity, I couldn't want for anything more. Except a sofa, and books, and yakisoba bread, and a whole host of other things. But I highly doubt it has any of them, after being sealed off for 8 years. A shame. In any case, could we be quick about this? It's been a long walk from the main building, and my feet hurt. If not, I would like to request a piggyback ride.
It seems this place, too, is linked to the depths. This number connects to the singularity. Where's my thanks for all my charity?
I can't get to the end of the hallway.
I just love ruin.
No one's here.
There's the second ideal. It's only a matter of time until the Pact Bearer of Greed is in the infirmary, too. I'm surprisingly fond of this. It provides a nice sense of accomplishment. Incidentally, why did you pick me to accompany you? Coco-romantic? Was that a pun? Formulated specifically for me? How peculiar that you would choose now, of all times, to crack a joke. Legion. So be it. They will be nothing but Coco roadkill when we're finished with them. That was another pun. I know. Hold the applause.
Let's go, Kokoro.
For safety and security.
Get ready. Ha!
Commencing. In the palm of my hand.
Devour them. Spare no effort.
Where this is going? Highly decent. It's all not. No fair.
Here I go.
Commencing.
Devour them. Spare no effort.
Where this is going? Highly decent. It's all not.
Too slow.
Fruitless.
Counterattack.
Commencing. In the palm of my hand.
Devour them. Spare no effort. Checkmate.
Where this is going? Highly decent. It's all mine.
Here I go.
Commencing.
Devour them. Spare no effort.
Predictable.
It's all.
Counterattack. Here I go. Fruitless.
Commencing. In the palm of my hand.
Devour them. Spare no effort.
Where this is going?
Predictable.
Payback.
Commencing. In the palm of my hand.
Checkmate. Spare no effort.
Wanna die that bad?
The madness engulfs me.
Devour them. Spare no effort.
It's all mine.
Get ready.
The madness
engulfs me.
Devour them. Spare no effort. Deploy! Counterattack!
Well done, Kokoro.
I knew this future was coming.
This is a necessity. There's no way around it. Injustice to combat injustice. Madness to disrupt madness. Enough power to distort the very laws of nature and reclaim everything I have lost. The power to restore everything to how it was, and to keep it that way, forevermore. The power to give meaning to all the time spent shedding tears of regret. Time spent wishing, lamenting, resenting. If only, if only, if only. I'll obliterate the despair I suffered then. The despair that stole you from me. I'll destroy the emptiness I've felt ever since. The emptiness that stole what was left. I will prevail over this cruel and irrational world. The power to distort time and space itself. To bend them against all rhyme and reason. The power to not only revert loss, but to negate it entirely. To turn these if-onlys into reality. It's a necessity. I can't see it any other way. With this power, I will return to that place in time.
Your answer's a miss, though almost accurate. Don't think your brain into a huff. You'll see it yourself soon enough.
A toast to all of you.
Cheers!
Thank you for inviting me, Dr. Shironeko.
Of course. You're our behind-the-scenes guy. It's all thanks to you that life runs so smoothly here.
We could say the same for you, Dr. Shironeko. Thank you for saving so many of our students.
No. I only did what anyone else would have. Besides, helping those in need is part of my job.
You truly are the pride of our academy.
Who, me? Oh, don't be ridiculous.
And you're an excellent cook as well. Yugo, would you care for some of this too?
No, I couldn't eat another bite, Sora.
Oh, you're no fun. What happened to my gourmand of a husband?
The past is the past. We're both getting up there in years. No, but you're still as beautiful as ever, Sora.
Stop it, you. You're making me blush like a schoolgirl.
Oh, it hurts to watch. Literally.
You might be the next pack bearer on the list. Yet look at you stuffing your face away. I'm almost impressed. You're just like a maggot. Low brain mass and a bottomless stomach.
Piss off, man. Can't you drop the emo act for once? This is a party. I don't want to hear this while I eat. Or didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Excuse me? You're dead.
Shinya!
Hey! You're wasting food!
Wait! Ryotaro!
Kokoro, you've got whipped cream on your mouth.
How careless of me. My hands are full. I will require assistance. Perhaps I could petition the Vice President to...
Aw, don't worry, Kokoro. I'll get it for you.
Ow, you're going to scrub my lips off.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. I'll make sure to scrub you nice and clean.
She's smiling, but not with her eyes.
They all seem to be having fun. You sure you don't want to join them, Vice Press? Oh? And it's got something to do with me? You know, now that I think about it, I've been meaning to say something to you. Good work out there, really. You're the reason we've restored any semblance of peace here. Tell me something, Vice Prez. If all this chaos ever ends and we can go home again, what's the first thing you want to do? You and Chio, huh? You've got your priorities straight. No going back on your word, got it? I want to get out of here just as much as you. I made a promise with my brother, too. A promise from back when he got into high school. Said I'd take him on a trip to celebrate. But, long story short, things just didn't pan out that way. I always thought I'd be able to make it up to him later on, but well, life is full of twists and turns. Seeing you and your sister, it really reminds me of me and my little bro. Not that you and us are anything alike. Sorry, I didn't mean to make things all heavy. Guess this ain't the right time or place. Let's change the subject. How about romance? I've got...
What was that?
It came from the infirmary.
Miss Sora, don't you think I should check out the infirmary? I am the school doctor, after all. It's kind of my home turf.
Perhaps. But you seem so terribly worn down, Doctor. And we can't have that.
Couldn't you have picked a better time and place to show up?
Don't be absurd, Dr. Kakeru. Of course I can't. I'm not you, after all. The reason I'm here is simply to say goodnight.
Good night.
I'm not sure what loop you're on now, but if I'm correct, something should be shattering soon. It's clear I can't count on you any longer. I won't abide you getting in the way of my precious child. It's a cruel, irrational world. No matter what time or place you decide on, the night will always come.
Huh?
Why am I in the infirmary? What in the world happened?
What's going on? Whatever I did, I'm sorry. Can I go home now?
Are we in the infirmary? But why? Sumire, are you okay? Huh? Who are you?
Mass delirium? Mr. Yugo, can you give me a hand? I'd like to get some medical supplies from the storage room.
But of course.
The rest of you, keep them in bed and calm them down.
Got it. There. They're quiet now. Problem solved.
Ryotaro, you used your authority, didn't you?
It's fine. I only took a little stamina. It's not gonna hurt them. Besides, it calmed them down, didn't it?
Sora, the Pact Bearers are conscious. Are you all right? You don't look well.
Yes, I'm fine. I just had a short dizzy spell when I left the classroom. Oh? Where's Dr. Kakeru?
Now that you mention it...
Huh? He was just here. He's a doctor. Where could he possibly be going at a time like this?
Did he get lost somehow?
From there to here? No way.
That's right. He's not like someone else we know.
Oh.
Huh? They are? I don't hear anything.
Ringing. Nobody move. That was a Pact Bearer's authority. Greed, most likely. Its power was of an immense scale. But don't worry. I barely managed to defend against it, thanks mostly in part to you. It's amazing that you noticed something so minute. Even I almost overlooked it. I protected this area from the authorities' influence, so we should be fine.
A Pact Bearer's authority? Then that means...
There's a very good chance something's happened outside.
We should check outside the infirmary.
Oh my goodness! Miss Sora! Nozomi! Chio? There are so many people here! And how did these beds fill up so fast?
Dr. Neko? What the hell are you going on about?
Ryotaro, right? Just look at all the people in the infirmary. Who wouldn't be surprised? But forget that. Look outside. There's this weird dome thing around the academy.
Huh? You mean the barrier?
Why are all of you so calm about this? The rest of the academy is freaking out. This is an emergency.
Dr. Shiro Neko, please, calm down. I have some questions for you. You said the academy has been covered by some sort of dome, but do you remember when that happened?
When? Just now. What's going on here, Ms. Sora?
I apologize, but now's not the time. May I ask you to take care of the patients, Dr. Shiro Neko?
Huh? I mean, sure, but... this is all so sudden.
Members of the TSC, for now I ask that you please return to the spare classroom. I took a look around the building. But it's just as Dr. Shironeko said. At this point in time, the barrier has only just appeared around the academy.
Which means... did we... go back to the past or something?
Regrettably, yes.
Unbelievable. Is there anything authorities can't do?
This defies all logic. Such a power is beyond reason.
They've got conditions and limitations, but depending on how you use them, you can basically be unstoppable. Controlling time's the kind of power you can't even fight. Not usually, anyway.
Well, I didn't notice anything. Are we sure we've traveled through time? They say that if you encounter yourself in another timeline, you'll create a paradox and vanish. I don't want that to happen to me. Are we going to make it through this?
There was no sign of those who were inside the infirmary, myself included, on the academy grounds.
Phew.
This isn't likely to be a power that creates another timeline or a parallel dimension. Evidently, it interferes with the target's time, controlling and rewinding their responses to physical phenomena. Aside from the infirmary, everywhere else was wound back to just before the barrier appeared. A power with such a substantial effect on the world must also take a massive toll on its pact bearer. It shouldn't be possible to carry out large-scale temporal manipulation like this consecutively. As it only targeted the Academy grounds, the ideals within the other world should still be destroyed. You should use this opportunity to shatter the final ideal and render the pact bearer of greed powerless. The corresponding mist should be somewhere within the old dormitory.
You haven't missed too many days of school this year. Have you, Ryotaro?
Don't know where this is coming from. But no, I haven't.
That's great! You won't have to repeat a year! You better keep coming to school once everything's back to normal.
That's none of your business.
Nozomi told me your grades are actually really good. It'd be a waste for you to repeat a year just because of your attendance. You'd be throwing away your tuition. Wouldn't your parents get mad?
Nah, I just wanted to know what kind of school my Gramps went to. I didn't come here to graduate, and my dad's not paying my tuition. I am.
Did you get a part-time job or something?
Nah, I just sold some stock for an old startup I invested in.
Oh.
What?
Not that we don't already know this, but you're not exactly a normal high schooler. The cake, the decorations, they're all gone now. And Dr. Shironeko doesn't remember a thing, even though she's the one who set it all up. Actually, I guess it's more like they were never here to begin with. We remember things that never happened. Does that make us the unsettled ones?